is your host, Mr. Straight Talk. Today is July 4th. Happy birthday, America. And this is a special podcast. I had special request from a guest who wanted to come back on the show and talk about nepotism in the field of Bollywood. And I had no experience or no idea about what's going on in Bollywood, and apparently there was a timely death of a young actor, upcoming star in Bollywood. His name is Rajput, and apparently his death was termed to be a suicide, and there's still some skepticism about that. So I decided to, I didn't have any clue about it, so I wanted to go back and do some reading before I joined into a conversation, because as you guys know, I'm not an expert in any of the topic, but I provide an open source platform for people to come in and express their opinions and just have a plain, simple conversation about topics that matter to us, matter to our life. So I got a little emotional about reading about all the stuff that happened about this actor from Bollywood. So I watched a movie that he played a pretty important role about a character called M.S. Dhoni, and M.S. Dhoni is still a living legend in Indian cricket, and this particular gentleman who passed away, Mr. Rajput, apparently played his role. And I went in YouTube and looked at a couple of videos about MS Dhoni and watched his movie, and this guy played really, he gave justice to his character. He played a role which was pretty damn accurate about every move that Dhoni was on the field and the ground, and it's unbelievable the way he played it. Almost, he was Dhoni. So then I reached out to a few of the people I know, and I didn't want to do any sort of copyright violation, so I asked a few of my friends, and I had them sing a couple of songs from that movie, and I'm just going to play in the background until we get our guest to join, and we'll have an open conversation with him. So until then, enjoy the songs. पागल कहीं हो न जाए, वो भी मैं सुनने लगा हूँ, जो तुम कभी कह न पाए. तुझ में खो यार हूँ मैं, मुझ में खोई रहे तुम, खुद को ढूंढ लेंगे फिर कभी. तुझसे मिलता रहूँ मैं, मुझसे मिलती रहे तू, खुद से हम मिलेंगे फिर कभी. हाँ फिर कभी. जब तक तुझे प्यार से बेइंतहा मैं भर न दूं, जब तक मैं दुआओं सा 100 दफा तुझे पढ़ न लूं. हाँ मेरे पास
Hello,
Hey, Neeraj, how are you? How are you doing?
background music. Very fine. How
Hey,
are you, dear?
good. How are you? So I just gave an introduction about today's podcast and how you asked me to arrange this, and this is wonderful. I mean, this is wonderful. I didn't know that there is something like nepotism going on in India, especially in Bollywood, especially the death around this young star, Sushant Singh Rajput. Am I correct? This is the name. Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I researched him and I didn't know much about him, and thank you for bringing that point up, and it's opened my eyes. This guy was super talented. I watched his role he played in MS Dhoni, and MS Dhoni still lives, right? He's still living
Yeah,
in
it's in cricket.
cricket.
Yes,
He's
yes.
still in cricket,
He's
and
a living legend.
he's a living legend, and he played his character. I looked at a couple of videos about moves that he did in the movie, and then I watched Dhoni's YouTube, one of his matches, and it's unbelievable how accurate, how talented this star was. So sorry, let's have you speak up whatever you have in your mind, and this is a platform. I'm not I'm not much into Bollywood and all that stuff, so I'll have you speak, and this is your special time. This is 4th of July, so this is U.S. Independence Day. So this is special. Uh, you know,
Yeah, happy Independence Day.
happy birthday, America. So, America. That's how Texans say it. Happy birthday, America. So
So,
yeah. So let's get going. So there's so yeah. What's going on with this?
this the word nepotism has been coined. We have been listening since past 2 to 3 years. That the nepotism has been there in Bollywood, that is Indian film industry, since ages. It goes right from Prithviraj Kapoor. He was also one of the legends. His son became a good director. Then his sons became good actors and directors. It is going this way. But the main issue is what they are just simply promoting their own relatives and blood relatives that way.
Okay.
But the outside people they are not allowing. That is the main thing.
So,
If
but if
I
if if uh,
I
if they're
or
if they're talented, then it's okay, right? I mean, if they're talented.
no, I'm telling you now, the talent is there, no doubt about it. But out, if for example, Raj suppose he had 3 sons. Out of three, only one was talented, and his name was there. Rishi Kapoor. He also died just recently, two months back.
Uh
But the other two are not worth. Then too, he was promoting all. We don't like to. They are, I think they are not even heroes, or we should not call them. They are just simply performers. They are not even entertainers because some of the actors even don't entertain us. They bore us. Now, why should we pay such kind of people? And they are after being a star son or star kid, they are
huh.
getting promoted. Even they are in a row. They are having 5 to 6 flops. Like if you see Saif Ali Khan has given 17 flops in a row. 1-7. Do you think if Sushant Singh Rajput would have sustained if he would have given 17 flops? In
So
two or
so
three
let's
flops he
so
will be
so
out of
so, so
out of
let's
industry.
let's give some more background for people who may not know about Bollywood,
Yeah.
and because like you're taking
Yeah.
names of a few actors, and you're talking about
Yeah.
Saif Ali Khan, and he's also been promoted by somebody. Then
Yeah.
yeah.
He was also star kid. He was also he's a son of a famous actress called Sharmila Tagore.
Uh-huh.
Mm. And Tiger Ali Pataudi, his father's name. His father was considered as a king of Pataudi. That is Gwalior, near Gwalior it is. It
Okay.
is a part of India before independence.
Hmm. So
And
so
these
he
people
wasn't
are
he wasn't
getting
he's
promoted.
not a good actor at all. You think he's not?
See, he previously, if you see it is said in our country that even if a horse came with a donkey, After few days, he will also start kicking. Okay, it is like that.
So you think this guy, he when he was doing
Yeah,
his maybe first 50 films,
he
50
was
movies,
yes, he was pathetic. He was pathetic. He was looking like an actress rather than an actor. He was quite feminine in this. If you see his old films in his 90s,
yeah,
I wouldn't say. I think even he would be ashamed of that movies.
okay,
Right.
okay. And then what
Not,
about
I'm not
what
particular.
about others? What about others like this guy and then what
Others, there are many. See, there are many good products from Bollywood industry also. Bollywood industry. They like Hrithik Roshan. He's a very fine actor. Salman Khan. Then this
Salman Khan?
the problem.
Salman Khan,
Yeah,
he is also part of Nepotism.
yeah.
All these people
He's
are big names are coming
yes,
from
big
the same
names.
pipeline. Do you think?
Yes, yeah. See, there are actually right now Bollywood are ruled by few families, or we can say production houses. Few production houses. It is if you compare Bollywood, for example, in Bollywood and Hollywood also, if you see in Hollywood, if you sing a song, for example, if any singer rock star sings a song, whenever it is they are getting royalty every year, isn't it? They are getting royalty every year. In India, it is not that way because there is also a mafia called a T series. There is a company called T series. They are also doing the same thing. What they are telling you sing a song, we'll pay you lump sum full amount, but from next year you are not going to get a single penny. These are the agreement, and these are against the law.
Oh, I see.
And many other singers like Anu Malik and Alka Yagnik. Anu Malik, not Anu Malik, sorry, Sonu Nigam. He was quite vocal about it. He spoke too much.
You're saying they pay them for only one time, and then after that,
Yeah, one time, yes.
lifelong they will not get paid at all.
No,
Is that
no,
what it
no,
is?
no. Yes, they are not because the royalty has to be done. It is universal. You take a Bollywood or you take any other. Any other means even in India there is a South Indian film industry, Telugu, Malayalam, Tamil. This industry they are not that way. But in Bombay there is Bollywood. This is the rule is going on because you can say they are music mafias.
So can you explain us a little bit more because I got confused. I don't understand what you're saying. You're saying that they can you give us like a complete big picture about this like what you just said. I think this is pretty big. This is
See,
this is big
for
information here.
example, if I am a singer, okay,
Uh-huh.
I sing a song.
Okay.
I sing a song whenever the song is heard or they are sold on a website. That royalty has to be paid to me.
That's
Royalty,
true.
okay,
That's true.
not the whole. Yes,
Correct.
but in India it is not that way. If I am a singer, they will pay me certain amount, and then I am cut off with the song. At the same time, they sign a contract that I cannot sing my own song anywhere else. If I want to sing my own song, I have
Uh-huh.
to take permission of that same music industry.
Is this true? Really?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is true.
So
See,
you're
you can see.
you're saying
You remember there is a big Punjabi singer called Dilar Mehndi.
uh-huh.
I think you must have heard.
I've heard
Dilar
about it.
Mehndi,
Yeah.
he was quite good in 90s and early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
But right now he is not able to sing his own songs because he has some conflict with the music company.
Hmm.
So he has been banned from MTV, Channel V. He has been banned. His songs are not shown on that.
Hmm.
It is that way. The mafia is working that way. You see, I cannot sing my own song. It is that way. Not
Wow.
even in a party.
Wow.
Because
So
it
if
is
you
for
get
breach
caught,
of contract.
if you get caught singing
There is a penalty.
in the party
Yes,
and
there are
there's
penalty.
trouble. Wow.
Yes, there is a penalty. He has to pay some.
Is that a
This
law?
is
In India, the laws don't seem like
no,
they're.
no, no, no. This is no. This is not a law. There is not a
Hmm.
law. But the music mafia is working that way. For example, if I'm getting rupees 10 lakhs, okay,
Hmm.
for that is 1 million. Okay, if
Hmm.
I'm paying that for one song, then every year I should get at least 2 to 3 lakhs every year for that song, if at all. That I'm giving you just an example.
Hmm.
What they are saying, we won't be paying you this way. I will pay you 20 lakhs sum, and the rest of the years you are not going to get a single penny.
Uh-huh.
See, this
Wow.
thing is going on since more than 10 years. Even Abhay Deol, you must be Abhay Deol is also a star kid of. He's a nephew of Dharmendra. He's also one of the very big star in India.
Uh-huh.
He also had a fought with that T series company. His movie was not released. His movie was released, but was not promoted by T series. So his film got flopped. There is a
Uh-huh.
big article on Google. If you search on name of Abhay Deol fighting
Hmm.
against the music mafia, you will
Hmm.
able to get a good collection.
Oh wow. Wow.
Not even in music. This is everywhere. In nepotism, in nepotism, working in Bollywood industry, it is not just. It is many. You see, Ayushmann Khurrana, such a fine actor. Manoj Bajpayee, Nawazuddin Siddiqui. These are the people who have learned the skill of acting. They have spent times. They have
Hmm.
spent time for at least 5 to 10 years just to learn. They are degree holder in acting. For them, they have to
So they
struggle
went.
10
So
to
these
15
these
years.
folks these folks went to learn acting. They actually
Yeah,
way they learned. They put time. They put
way better.
efforts
They're way better. They're
in
way better.
on the
Yes,
stage. They went on the stage. They
yes,
did they did the hard work,
yes,
but they don't get appreciated because
yes.
they don't belong to a
No,
family.
no. They get appreciated, but they appreciate to the very few people who knows and who is go and see a drama, right? Because drama it is seen only by 4 to 500 people on a stage
Correct.
in a theater. But in a
Correct.
theater, when the movie releases, millions
Correct.
of people can see. They are not
Correct.
getting break in that thing.
When I meant that
Any, if
no one appreciate. I apologize. I think I shouldn't have used that term. I think
yeah,
what I meant was if they were given a chance, people would appreciate them
they
more
are not
because of
giving.
their talents.
Yes,
But they're not getting the
they are not
chance.
given platform.
Correct.
They are not
And
getting
these
the platform.
and these
The correct
platforms
platform has to be there.
are owned by certain people
Mafias.
who like
Yes.
like
Big mafias.
big movie
Yeah,
producers
I
and
can say
movie
the name.
directors.
It's a
Yeah.
yes. Dharma production is there. Yashraj productions are there. They only Yashraj I cannot say that much, but Dharma production that is the guy who he was running behind this is Karan Johar. He's only promoting and he himself is said it is my choice whoever I want to promote. You can see he has launched one girl called Ananya Pandey. She's
Hmm.
16 or 17 years old.
Hmm.
She is like a baby.
Hmm.
She has not done any acting.
Hmm.
And she was asked, "What is your talent?" She told, "I
Hmm.
can touch my tip of my tongue to my tip of my nose. That is her talent."
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is the talent what she told. So such kind of people get a big break, and they are getting awards also. If you see recently, Filmfare Award that is considered as like an Oscar in India, like for
Uh huh.
Hollywood
Uh huh.
in India.
Uh huh.
I am not saying that Gully Boy has received 13 Filmfare Awards. It is a good film. I am not against it. But 13 Filmfare Awards, all the major awards were given to him. And why it is that? Because the production house is it is having collaboration with Amazon Prime and Video, Amazon,
Uh
and
huh.
Amazon has was a uh, prime sponsor for the Filmfare Award.
Okay.
So it is like this. I'm giving awards, and all my awards should get to my kids. It is there.
But I don't think Amazon has Amazon. I know like Jeff Bezos and
Yes, 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 yes.
American companies. I don't think they are into all these things. They do they know? They probably don't know that these things are happening. They. I mean, I doubt Jeff Bezos
Sir,
would
sir,
participate
everywhere
in
it
such
is that
things.
way. You can check out. It was sponsored by Jeff Bezos Prime Amazon. It
Mm-hmm.
was Amazon was the prime sponsor of this, and all the Gully Boys Gullyboy director, that is Zoya Akhtar, it is having Excel Production. The name of the company is Excel Production. They are
Hmm.
having all their web series. They are launching only on Amazon.
Oh, I see.
So that, see, this is it is a very depth. If you see, it is all intermingled.
Uh-huh. I
I
think
would,
I would say these things might be going on under the radar, where
yeah, since
Jeff
long.
Bezos might not be knowing about these things, and there might be different people in charge of Amazon India, and they might be running the
Yeah,
show. But if
because
more
recently
people
also,
make it aware, I
yes,
think things will. I'm sure Bezos would put an end to this nonsense, because this sounds like this is nonsense, right?
recently when Jeff Bezos came to India also, he was interviewed by Zoya Akhtar only. Now you see, Zoya Akhtar being a film director, she does not know how to take an interview. She was taking interview of Jeff Bezos. That poor guy, he does not know what to talk with her. So she was
Hmm.
asking all Bollywood questions and he was not aware of the Bollywood industry.
Hmm.
And by the way, whoever must be controlling the India Amazon Prime
Mm-hmm.
videos, yes,
Mm-hmm.
he must be also Indian. He must have had in love with Zoya.
So
There
I
were
don't know
many
whether
good nice
Jeff
performances.
Bezos will ever listen to our podcast, but if he would, Neeraj, do you have any points for Jeff Bezos to know what's and how we should handle this problem?
See, I personally I think even if Jeff Bezos was not knowing about this thing, he should be aware of this thing that these things are going on because this was not. I'm telling, it was in a printed media that it was a bias award show, and Filmfare Award has been hosting this show since more than 65 years. And after 65 years, and now this time, everybody is speaking. Everybody who's even hosting. Sajid Khan, there is a one guy called Sajid Khan. He used to host Filmfare Award in last 2 to 3 years back also. He told that everything is fixed. If you want the award, you have to dance. If you are not on the show, it is that way. That is the this
What
is
are you
everything is
saying?
on.
What are you saying? Somebody wants
Yes,
an
yes,
award, they have to
yeah,
dance
yeah, yeah.
on the stage.
No, they have to dance on the show. Yes, they have to dance on the on the. You can yes, there is it is documented on Google also. You can search on Google.
What kind of
You
an
can search
award
on
is
Google. These
this?
things are going on. Yeah, yeah. This is not a this is and see this this is and this awards are sponsored by Manik Chand. Manik Chand is a you can say beaten nut. You can see what kind of people must be seeing this kind of award. I know it's very funny.
Yeah. So
There are jokes going on.
this is sponsored by like a tobacco company, and
Yes, tobacco. It's a tobacco company. Yeah,
okay.
the main actor like Ajay Devgan. He's promoting a tobacco company called Kesari. Kesari or some Kesar. My goodness, pathetic. Throw money and they will do anything. This podcast is more of a stand-up comedian.
I was gonna say that. Like we started with something which was like a
Very
subject of
serious.
like, you know, this is crazy. So let's talk about this guy. I mean, I was reading about his death. And apparently, there was it's termed to be suicide, correct? I mean, it was noted as suicide. But then I'm looking at certain articles which are published, and they're saying that it's not, and it might be some bad things that could be going around in the background that let's investigate. So what's going on?
See, I'm not one to judge whether he has committed suicide or he was murdered. That is up to with the police, with the
Uh-huh.
cops. I'm not into that. But if at all it is a suicide, who see a guy who is quite well established. There was no, you can see he was quite rich also. He was having girls around him. He was having good money. Everything was set that he was having no reason to get a suicide. But the problem was, issue was that he was not getting respect, or he was not getting, because on the Instagram also he wrote that there was a one film called, I've seen that film called Son Chiria. In that, all the good actors are there. That is Manoj Bajpayee, he himself, Bhumi Pednekar. These people are there. He told, please, people, he requested his fans that please go and watch the movie. Please go and watch the movie. Otherwise, I will be out of industry because I don't have any godfather. Because to stay in industry, you need to have a godfather. It is that. It is that. Yeah. Because yeah, at the same time, same year, Son Chiria released and the Student of the Year. You remember that there's a movie called Student of the Year Part 2 that is released.
I have no
Student of the
idea.
Year, it is a, yeah, it is a movie in Bollywood. Student of the Year. It is a pathetic movie. How, I don't know how they made a sequel to. There are three, you know, star kids are there in that movie. They have, it was promoted so well, it earned around 98 crores. Okay, and this movie Son Chiria has earned only 8 crores. You can see the difference.
Hmm. Wow.
And this was a very critically acclaimed movie. It is, see, I am telling you, the Joker, a movie Joker was made in, would have made in India. No people would have seen in India, because India is a, in India, yes, yes, the yes, American movie,
It's amazing movie.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's an amazing movie. Yes, I have seen it many times.
Yeah.
But because here in India, the movie is driven by the stars, not the content or the script. Not the content or the script. If you see Hollywood, if you see, the movie is considered James Cameron. We say James Cameron movie. Okay, Quentin Tarantino movie is there. We see that way. Here it is not way. Here it is it's Salman Khan's movie. It's Shah Rukh Khan's movie.
Who's acting in it?
Who's acting? Actually, director is the main person.
Correct. Correct.
And here what in, if you compare Hollywood and Bollywood, the main issue is what, if a Tom Hanks also want to take a part in a movie in Bollywood, he has to go through certain criteria, that he has to do that testing, what we say, auditions. He has to do audition for it.
Correct.
In India, it is no way. No star will do audition.
Here
No star will do audition.
in United States, in Hollywood industry, they go through
Yeah.
talent search where particular character, for example, if somebody wants to uh, find somebody for, say, for example, Spider-Man or Hulk or
Yeah.
you say Iron Man, right? You look into
Yeah.
the character of Iron Man, you can
Yeah.
almost imagine Robert Downey Jr. as the Iron Man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Yeah, the moment we say Iron Man,
Yeah,
yes,
that perfectly
fits it. Yes.
That hunt for that talent goes deep,
Yeah.
and there are certain teams who go and find hundreds of other people who are equally talented, and they go through auditions, and then they find that perfect fit. So there's a lot of recruiting involved in the background in the Hollywood industry. It's not like that in Hollywood. It's not, even though we call it almost
Yeah.
same as what.
See, there are two dirty people. There are two dirty people in every industry.
Correct.
Okay, like in Hollywood also there was Harvey Weinstein, was there.
Correct.
Okay, that emerged recently, and he has been practicing such kind of malpractice since so many years.
Correct. Harvey Weinstein.
So it is everywhere, but yes, people are not seen that way.
True.
Yeah. Then there's a in Hollywood there is a guy called he was not a, you can say Hollywood, he was a political connection guy, Anthony Ponchi, who would be with Tony Ponchi.
I don't.
Yeah, he's in US. He has been murdered in jail. He has been murdered. Tony Ponchi.
Hmm. Are you talking about?
See, this is everywhere.
Are you
But
talking about?
yeah, but yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein. Sorry, Jeffrey
Yeah.
Epstein.
Tony
Sorry.
Fauci is the
Yeah.
is the
Is the yeah, sorry. I missed.
is his
Yeah,
doctor.
he's
Yeah. Jeffrey
Yeah, Doctor Influencer. Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein. He was also the same guy. He used to molesting
considered to be a
teenagers.
suicide, and there was a lot of issues
Yes.
about the way it happened.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Jeffrey Epstein, but he
Yeah.
wasn't into Hollywood. He was apparently
Yeah, he was into political. He was
yeah,
political.
well connected with people.
Political.
He was into
But it is so these things are everywhere. Because at a see, for example, a doctor's son can become a doctor, a lawyer's son can become a lawyer, an actor's son can become an actor. But if a doctor will say only my son will become actor, nobody's son will become actor, that is doctor, that is not a good. That is why I want to say. You can promote. You can see we had a good product from Bollywood too. But there are many other. You can see this guy called Abhishek Bachchan. He's a star kid of Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh Bachchan, you must have heard. He's quite famous. He's well known. Yeah. If you see, he recently I just I was on Twitter that he has completed 20 years. I just thought if Sushant Singh would be in his place, he would have not completed even 2 years. And this guy is still in industry for 20 years. And since more than 5 years, he has not done one film also. We have many, like Uday Chopra, he's a son of a very big production house. He's nowhere. I think he's staying now, right now he's staying in US. And he has done some production of one film in US now. With that. There are many flop actors, but they are simply promoting them. They are nothing. And the only one good thing they have, that is a good body and good physique. And they don't know the main thing, that is called acting. They are just like a hanger standing around in a film.
So who is one of the good actors who did not require these kind of godfathers that is pretty popular?
No, see, it is, I would say, why someone should become even a godfather? Why should someone should become godfather? If your acting is there, you will go up. You will go up. Why not? But they are purposely they are sabotaging the film. For example, I will say since we have started the thing called started with the what was Sushant Singh Rajput, who has committed suicide. His film was there called Drive. It was going to release in this lockdown. Due to lockdown, they could not release. So they have released on Netflix. They have released, and that is a movie production by Dharma Production. But that the same guy who promotes nepotism is Karan Johar.
I see.
Why the hell he has if the movies is going to get promoted released in theaters? Why it is cinema halls? It is being launched on Netflix? And that too without asking her or without taking any of his permission. He was not even told. When he saw the ad that this is going to get released on Netflix, at that time he was shocked. And he started calling Karan Johar. But even he, the star of the film, he was not getting picked up phones by Karan Johar.
So what's wrong in like I mean it's pandemic, right? So people can't go to the theaters. So it makes sense to promote it on Netflix or some other platform.
No, very good. No. There is a movie called Suryavanshi. It is a movie, for example, it was going to release on Friday and the lockdown has started from Monday. Okay, it was this way. So it got cancelled. They have not released on Friday. Now they are telling we will release once everything gets out, the pandemic situation goes out, then only we will release.
I see.
Because yes, in India it is that way. A movie star is better, is more appreciated, more considered talented if he is working in movies rather than in some series. If you see right now,
so you're saying that he felt himself that his talent wasn't much appreciated because it wasn't released in a
his talent was wasted. Yes, definitely.
I see.
Yes, definitely. But in India, see, they are playing with people's emotions and religions. Like however, Salman Khan movies always released on Eid. He releases 2 movies on Eid only. And each film turns around 300-400 crores. He do only 2 movies. So it's like because and most of these people, his fans are only certain community people.
Uh-huh.
It's, most of I have not seen. This must be more than 15, 20 years. I have not seen a single movie in theater of Salman Khan. And he's a bad guy. He has been killing people, killing deer, and he's getting scot free because of the judicial system of India. The laws are different for me, for like a common people like me, and for a celebrity is different. And he's a big star in India. Big star.
But isn't the government different now? And wouldn't isn't the government move more towards common public now? The BJP government or Bharatiya Janata Party?
See, I'm telling you, Mr. Narendra Modi has come since in power. He has done a splendid job in terrorism, for countering terrorism. There is not a single bomb blast or any terrorism attack in India since 2014.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, in financial sector, he has screwed up. In financial sector, I'm not happy with Narendra Modi. It's a financial sector. At the same time, he is more interested in growing India only in 2 or 3 factors, not everything. For example, Salman Khan's father has a very good relationship with Narendra Modi.
Hmm.
So
I see.
he was automatically saved. It is automatically saved.
Got it.
I have seen, and he has these people has a good connection with these people like Ambani's, with the Reliance Industries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There are many things are there. See, the common people even must not be knowing also what things are going in their head.
Mm-hmm.
A guy who has killed a person on the footpath and he has been scot free, and in court they told that the guy has not killed because he was not in the car. Can you imagine this?
Yeah, it doesn't.
See, some things is very fishy. Yeah, see, it
Yeah.
does not add up. See, and if you see, I'm telling you, if I'm a doctor, if I say, okay, you are having some X disease, if the next doctor says, no, this is not a, with the same report, the patient goes to another doctor and he says, you are not having the disease. So who is the fault? The X one or the next one? The previous doctor. See, if I'm telling you, in a high court, he was told that yes, he is the culprit, he has to be sent in jail. He was sent to jail. They have appealed in Supreme Court with the same report. They have gone to the Supreme Court and the Supreme Court ruled out. No, he has not committed any murder. How it can be possible?
Oh wow. The Supreme Court of
How
India
it can be
ruled out. Okay. Well, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
Supreme Court has ruled out.
Wow.
Yes, and he has appointed the India's best lawyer, Harish Salve, the best lawyer.
Hmm.
And I'm telling you, these people they have full. See, I have full. What we say. I believe in an Indian judicial system. But sometimes such kind of thing happens now.
Mm-hmm.
It shakes the faith in Indian judicial system. Such kind of thing.
Correct.
A big person like thing are scot free. It is very sad. It is very sad. See, this I think it did not happen in the US because I have heard that some people are drunk and drive. They have to spend that much time in prison or they go to some services.
You don't get to hear these kind of stuff in down here in the United States.
Yep.
I mean, it's the law is pretty powerful. Yeah.
See, actually, only thing is if one guy is getting scot free, he must have had many godfathers to save it. I believe in that. You have heard about Mr. Dr. Larry something. He was into gymnast. You know, you must have heard. He is a doctor. Dr. Larry. He was a doctor in gymnast in US gymnast. You can search.
No idea. What's up with him?
No, he has been molesting teenage girls who are.
Oh yeah. You're talking about the guy who the who was on the U.S. gymnastic team. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes, 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 yes,
He
yes.
is.
Dr. Larry.
Yeah, he's jailed now. He's been behind bars.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
dead. Yes,
yeah.
yes. But since 20 years he has been doing. The complaint has been done since so many years. The girls' parents are complaining to the gymnast association in the US
Hmm.
Gymnast Association, but they
Yeah,
have not taken any. And now the who was the head, he is also in jail.
yeah. I don't know much about that. I'll have to read about it. But from
Yeah.
what I remember was, I think he wasn't. There were no complaints about him, but until recently, and then
No, there were
lot of
complaints.
people came
No,
up
no, no.
front and they came
No,
forward.
no. Yes, there were complaints by mothers and fathers of the child.
Uh-huh.
The parents were complaining since many years, but complaints were they are saying that we are doing into internal what we say scrutiny of that person, but he has been spot free since many years because he has a very good handing down situation with the superiors.
Oh,
So it was not even the trainers the trainers knew that the doctor is a pedophile.
hmm. Wow. Yeah,
So it,
I don't know
it is
much about this guy, but yeah, he's serving his time now for his
yes, he's
stuff
done.
that he
Yes,
did. Yeah, he's a
yes,
pedophile. Yeah,
he has given two term 60 years jail. Yes,
yeah,
he has been
yeah.
sentenced. Yes, but
So
these
what
things
about
will never happen in India.
it would never happen?
Can you name can you name a single political leader who has been jailed or who has been serving jail term? Not a single. Any big
Uh,
celebrity? No, you cannot. A person who has raped his mate, he has been spot free, like Shiny Ahuja. I don't think so you must remember him.
no, I have
He
no
is
idea.
a actor. He's a small time actor. He's been spot free. Guy who
Hmm.
raped his mate, and everything was there. The all the what is it? Things were there in
The
the court.
evidence was pointing to him.
Evidence, yes, the evidence is pointing towards him. Evidence was pointing towards him. Everything. And how come he's scot free? I don't know.
Hmm.
Big-
Even wasn't the chief minister of Bihar in custody, Lalu Prasad Yadav?
Yes, Lalu Prasad. Yeah, Lalu
So
Prasad Yadav. Yes,
he
he
was
was,
only
but
he
he's
was
out.
only
He's out. He's out.
he's out now.
He's
Yeah,
out now.
yeah.
He has not even served, not even, if you see in Bihar, if you see that jail, it is just like a good castle. The refrigerator is there, air condition is there, it is like that. It is just everything. You don't know what is
It's,
going.
so it's
Yeah.
like a hotel room, and they're just going
Yes,
checking
it's a
into
hotel
yeah,
room. Yes,
they're
yes.
checking into a
Like,
hotel.
it's like a resort.
It's like a
It's like a resort.
resort.
And if they want to go outside also, they take a permission, and permission is had been granted immediately because they had a huge connection. And they have
So
minted money. They have minted money. So and in India, if you have money, you can do anything.
wow. What about since we're talking about nepotism? What about this guy in your politics? The son of Rajiv
Rahul Gandhi.
yeah,
Rahul Gandhi.
Rahul Gandhi. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
does he have talent?
Yeah.
Is it talent?
He does not have a single out of talent. He's a buffoon. He's a joker. And not the joker of the film Joker.
Uh-huh.
He's really a joker. Whenever I'm full of tension, I see his speeches. It makes me fresh. He's such a nice stand-up comedian. I like it. He should opt in a stand-up comedian rather than in politics. He would have scored good. Yes.
So I heard this guy he and his mother and the Congress party, which is the opposition party of India right now, they went behind
Yeah.
the existing
Chinese.
BJP
Government.
party, and they actually were in talking terms with the Communist Party of China. Is that
Chinese
correct?
government. China. Yes,
So,
yes, yes, it is.
so
Because
how is that accepted and okay from Indian government standpoint? Isn't that espionage? Isn't that something that they could be
yes, yes,
sent on trial for treason?
see, see, for many things they are getting being convicted, but they are not getting any jail term because they have a huge connection above. It is,
So,
I'm telling
what do you
you,
mean
it is
connection? I
big
mean,
thing.
isn't there a law where the connection has to
Law
end
is
somewhere,
meant for
right?
common people.
Connection has to end
Law is
somewhere,
for
right?
common people.
When it comes to country,
Law is only for common people. In India, law is for common, not for the politicians. Politician can do anything. Many this they have done. You must have heard his father has done a big scandal for Bofo. It has
hmm
been it has been wiped off. There is no nothing is done in Bofo because why? Because Rajiv Gandhi has been assassinated, so the case is closed. Why? Why case is closed? Because it was done with his wife's country, that's Italy.
correct.
The guy's name was Quattro Ricci or something was that, I cannot pronounce his name.
hmm
His name. They have done this billion dollar scam for
Correct.
Bofors, that was the tank guns. He has been scot free. Then there's a case against them for National Herald case. That is also a quite famous case. That is also being under the carpet right now. There are many cases against them. I would like to say that they are staying. They are not into this thing. They have to evict their bungalows.
Hmm.
They are staying in the bungalow for 27 years, and that is not even. It is against the rule. I don't
Uh-huh.
think so. Why Modi government is not kicking them out of their bungalow because their bungalow shouldn't be stayed by them.
Hmm.
See, being
I'm
opposition
sure
also,
Modi
you should
government will
need.
do. They have taken a lot more actions than. Yeah.
I hope that Modi government would have done to them and even this uh, son-in-law or Vatra, Robert
Uh-huh.
Vatra.
Uh-huh.
I thought that he will do something, but this is his second position. But I told you, na, Modi has done very good in countering terrorism.
hmm
But in such kind of sectors, he has a something I can say it's a laid back attitude.
I think there might be priorities on his plate. I mean, right now there's so many things going
Okay,
on.
but why? No, very good, very good. But see, right now it is there. He has been prime minister since 2014. This 20. Okay. Now in next, I think 24 there is 24 there is an election.
hmm
Now only he has only 4 years to go. He has to prove something. The economy is going down. Okay,
Correct.
economy is going down. The terrorism is getting good. Is very good in this. Roads are getting built. That is very good. Infrastructure is getting developed. But the thing is, yeah, the, the people at the top who are doing all kind of criminal activities are not getting punished.
So do you think
I'm
now
upset about this.
India has a chance to become a manufacturing partner with the United States and kind of take
See,
away that role away from China? And they should do that? Do you think they should
see,
promote that and
see,
they should actively do that?
yeah. Right now, because of this COVID pandemic situation, maximum companies were planning to start in India, but because of the bureaucracy, it was not happening, and so all the companies have started their companies, American companies who are transferring their Chinese industry, they are trying to come in India. Now they are going in Vietnam because Vietnam had open arms for they were welcoming. In India, there are bureaucracy. You have to go from down to up.
Uh-huh.
So only 5 companies have entered in India, and rest other 95% of companies have gone to Vietnam, to Bangladesh, and even Pakistan and Sri Lanka.
Hmm. I think
If you see
as long as there is
the
an outflow away from China, that would be good for the
yeah,
Asia,
that
right?
is yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
See, yes, that China. See, right now China is just like an. You can see it's not a corona, but it is something. It's like a big virus. China itself is a big virus. It is spreading. It is spreading their wings. It's spreading
Correct.
their wings to the adjacent countries. They are
I
capturing Nepal, India, Bhutan. and Taiwan. There are many number of countries, and at the same time now they have even started with Russia too. They are claiming that some
Correct.
part of the Russia is China's. So this thing,
Vladivostok,
I
right?
think,
Yeah. Border.
yeah, this should stop. This should stop. This should stop. This is
They're
like,
also going across the ocean, the South China Sea, and they're
yes,
going into
yes,
Philippines, and
they are,
they're claiming some territories of Indonesia, and I
they
have
are,
no
they
idea
are
how they
claiming
do
the
it,
sea
but
also.
yeah,
They are claiming the sea too.
correct.
That's why even Indian Army has been, they have been sent to Andaman Nicobar also. They are claiming that Andaman Nicobar will be also ours.
Wow.
See, something, I think why UN is not doing anything, or I think this all the countries should wage a war against them and finish that. You can see Tibet,
See the problem
Tibet big
I'll
country is
I'll
gone.
I'll tell you that in after the First World War there was League of Nations, right? And after the Second World War, League of Nations failed, and then the United Nations came up. But I feel that the United Nations, because their policy is so dumb that all the five, the G5, all the five nations up top, they have veto
Yeah,
power. So if somebody puts a no, things can go along. So that's the problem. And China is part of the Security Council. China is part of that the nations, the
yes,
group of
yes.
five, and that's why they are showing their muscle and showing their power, and that's what they're doing. They're just bullies. That's what they're doing. So
Okay, see, one thing I would like to say, if you say that way, even US was told by UN that you should not bombard Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq. The war was going on. But they have done at that time because after 9/11, they were quite stern that okay, the perpetrators who has committed this, we have to kill them.
correct.
If this kind of thing attitudes is there, then okay, if China is encroaching our country, we should give a back answer. We cannot just sit and wait for. This is not Nehru. This is not
Correct.
a Nehru time. This is
Correct.
Modi time. At least
Correct.
he will definitely go. Yesterday or day before yesterday, he has gone to Ladakh and he has given delivered a speech to motivate our soldiers. I don't
Actually
think
I
so.
saw that I
Anybody has
saw
gone.
that speech, and he was pretty
Yeah.
strong, and he used some stern
Yes,
words
he is.
against
He is.
China for
Yes, yes,
having
yes,
their
yes,
expansionist policies, which is going beyond their
yes.
borders and trying to capture land, which is
I would
yeah,
appreciate that what he has done. One step that he has banned all 59 apps from phones. No, that all apps won't be working in India now. Chinese apps.
so that my question to you is, uh, they people can still use VPN, virtual private network, and they can still get on board and
Yeah, yeah,
still
yes,
still
yes.
use TikTok. Do you think they're still doing it? If they're doing it, they're stupid.
So,
But if
no,
they're
they are
doing it, they're
doing it. Yeah,
stupid. But
the stupid people are there. Even in a member of parliament from West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee's team, there's one Nusrat Jahan. She is an actress. She
uh-huh.
was against Modi. She told that Modi is doing anything he wants. He has banned. She was not worried about the 59 apps. She was worried about the TikTok. There is a famous app called TikTok in India, and that TikTok has been deleted by Narendra Modi. And this is she is comparing TikTok app with demonetization.
So
I was
TikTok,
thinking,
TikTok,
such kind of
TikTok.
people.
So TikTok has become pretty
Yes,
famous in the United States in terms of
famous. Yes,
news and and the politics around it. There are certain
yeah, yeah.
senators and there are certain politicians from the Republican Party. They're saying that TikTok TikTok has some way of going in the back end of the app and sending out the user data directly to China.
Data. Yes, they are sending.
The China has the army has a whole IT department who does nothing but
Yes, working. Yes, only this
hacking
hacking.
and
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
and all this data, they can figure out where exactly you are located and where you are in the world. And they can track you down. They can
Yes, yes,
access your phone. They can
yes.
access all the private information, health information, and it's just not safe. So TikTok has been, I mean, it's not banned in the United States, but I think that's the right thing to do in India because India has like 1.4
See,
billion population, plus there is not much
yes,
internet security out there, right?
yes. See, right now, even in India, people are now aware that we are not going to buy any Chinese products.
That is good.
We are, we are not, because recently when I have started my practice, I had to buy a thermal infrared thermometer, impulse oximeter, such kind of devices I had to buy. I was not previously I was not carrying in my keeping in my cabinet, but I purposely told no, I want the Indian product, not the Chinese product. So such kind of awareness, if it is spreaded throughout India, automatically we are going to stop importing from China and the manufacturing will be done from in India itself.
Correct.
I think if
Are
you
you
want
su-
to do import,
are you
you can do
certain
import, but not from China.
are you certain that your products that are made in India are not
Yes. Because
assembled in India?
no.
The products coming from
See,
China?
no. See, one thing I'm telling you. To stop this thing, it will take 2 years. Because to manufacture also, it will take time.
Correct.
Slowly, gradually, it will do. First, in made in China products, we have to ban. And some are how that company is American, but the factory is in China. So it is made by
Correct.
China. That is, for example, iPhones.
Correct.
It's an American company, but it is manufactured in China.
Correct.
It is that way. So you have to judge what for example, in here there are Swiggy, there is a Swiggy, there are many other apps are there. More than 40-50% partners are Chinese investments. So people are even not
Correct.
using that apps who are having that Chinese investment in that company.
So Chinese
So automatically people
venture capitalists, Chinese venture capital
too
firms,
much.
they are investing majority in Indian startups and right,
Yes.
and majority of these
Yes.
startups
Yeah.
they have big stakes from Chinese government. So India has a pretty stiff Indian government has a pretty stiff task on their hands to stop this
We
and
will.
then
Yeah.
backtrack it
Yeah.
and retroactively to some extent do something where China doesn't
And
benefit because
and thank
Chinese,
God right now.
yeah,
And thank God, right now there is the BJP government, there's a Modi government is there. If at this time the Congress government would have been there, they would have given whole Kashmir to China. They are that few. And thank God Modi is there right now.
correct. I mean, you're talking about them being too liberal and on the left side, correct?
Yeah, to liberate.
Correct.
Yeah. There are documented things are shown on news channels that since 2008 in Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, Chinese Communist Party are paying them, and it
Correct.
is all it's in black and white. So you can see how you can say that. Can you imagine such kind of thing that Kashmir is getting? You see here in India we have POK, that is Pakistan occupied Kashmir.
Correct.
Can you see in US there can be a Pakistan occupied USA?
No, never.
No. So
Pakistan will
this
be,
things and,
if there's
and
something like that happen, then that other country will be wiped out from the world map.
yes, I want that kind of strategy. I want that India should be whole Kashmir should be ours because as Geneva Treaty it made that whole part is ours, not the POK. I don't want that POK. I don't want Chinese occupied Kashmir. No, the whole part should be ours. No, if I thought it's a barren land also, why we should do that? And to such people, no.
So I think I'm sure your prime minister would do something more active than what previous
Yeah. And
government was
the
going to do.
only person who can do right now anything and who can fight against China is only PM Modi.
Correct.
That I have full faith on him. I have faith in him. For that he is not going to budge down.
Well, there are a
The
lot of
whole
there are a couple of U.S. Carriers on in the South China Sea towards Japan, which are going to conduct some drills with Japan. Correct? That USS Reagan, USS Nimitz, and a couple of the frigates. That's like a whole, almost like a whole Navy platoon. It's already out there with maybe 200 some fighter jets, and so it's almost like a whole thing ready to get deployed against China, right from the coast of Japan. And U.S. is
Yeah.
almost ready for that. So I'm sure China is probably not going to do some stupid stuff right now because they'll
They
be
are doing stupid.
feeling
They are raging wars against the whole world. I don't understand it. What's the use of it? Why they are encouraging all the adjacent uh, countries like India, Pakistan, Bhutan, Myanmar, then even Korea, Mongolia, Russia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan. They are encouraging everything, and other than that, they are even encouraging some of the parts of Africa,
correct.
Africa continent. They
So
are also there.
I had a pretty interesting discussion with uh, a history professor from Stanford, and he brought a couple of points that I would never have thought about it, but you know, when you look into through the lens of world history, what has happened since many years, hundreds and thousands of years, how the leaders do see if they are failing in their duties as leadership and their government is failing, and they know that there's going to be a revolution, then what they do, as per him, is they would go into short wars, maybe a couple of weeks war just to create some tension, and that would unite people with the sense of nationalism to stick with the government. Even though the government's failing, they know as a citizen they would want to stick to that failing government because it's time of war.
Yeah.
And that's what he said. He gave me an example of how Germany went into invading France in 1800s,
France.
and they took over Paris, and that was a time where Germany and their entire kingdom was failing, and all of a sudden the entire German population, they stood behind the king, and it was it, and that saved his kingdom. So I think that's what he was relaying to. Like he said, this is typically what uh, the CCP is doing. They're trying to get into these kind of small time uh, scenarios where they would go in for a quick one or two incidents, and they would go out just to create some sort of internal sense of nationalism within the citizens who are trying to revolt, but now they cannot because they know the country and the government is into okay. Their sense of existence is under
Unstable.
threat. Yeah, so that's
It's
what.
unstable.
So
Unstable right now.
because they know internally China is failing because they have so much unemployment. The unemployment levels is going up. They have to CCP has to create those many jobs. They're failing to do that for a number of years. Now there's issue with Hong Kong. There's issues with everybody else. And what they're doing by invading land and invading other countries is they go there, they send their population within main China to that other location, another country, and they provide jobs there because they know they cannot create jobs within their own country. So they go invade other countries. Like for example, they go to this African country of Djibouti, right? They have a port there. What they've done there is they have created factories which are owned by Chinese companies. They get people
Yes.
from China, they place them inside the factory, they live inside the factory, and that's how they provide them jobs. The
Yes.
African
Same
people, they
they
don't
have
get
done
the
in
jobs.
same they have done same they have done in even Sri Lanka also. There's a big port in Sri Lanka. Same thing they have done.
That's
Same
how
thing.
they're all they're doing is expanding by printing money. They're creating debt. So these countries the China gets paid to some extent. They don't care if they don't get paid completely, but they get some interest out of that. But they also provide jobs to their citizens, so they don't revolt against their government. That's what they're doing. But I think at this point they are in such a huge bubble that the entire world is looking at them with that lens, and I think it's gonna fail. I think it's gonna fail from within themselves. I don't think there's a need for a war. I think it's gonna be a revolution, and it's just a matter of time. Uh, what's gonna speed up that revolution is if we all cut trade from China, if we all quit things which are made in China,
Definitely.
that would be something that will accelerate that thing. I don't think I can hear you, Neeraj. I think you're
Yes, I agree.
yeah.
I fully agree with you.
Yeah.
We have to stop it day by day. We have to cut ties from China. India has started from apps. Definitely in future, we are not going to buy any Chinese products. The manufacturing, the raw material have to be produced in India itself. Then only we can fight a war with them.
Yeah, can you speak in the mic, Neeraj? I'm having a tough time listening.
You cannot hear right now?
I can hear you clearly now. Yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Actually, India has started to decrease, stop the apps in India, and definitely in future, within 1 or 2 years, India will be self-sufficient to produce each and every item in India. At least if we are not producing from in India, but definitely we are not going to import from China. That
Right.
has to be done by each and every. Even Australia has done the same thing. Australia has done the same thing. They have stopped that some company called Huawei. They have stopped that. They have cancelled the license of 5G in Australia.
Correct. Huawei,
Such kind of drastic step has to be taken.
UK has done that. US has already listed Huawei as
Yeah.
as a threat, so they're not going to do
Yeah.
anything with Huawei. And
Yeah.
UK has already trying to take their contracts away. So same thing with India,
Yeah.
I believe, right? India doesn't have any sort of
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
relationships
We
with
do.
Huawei. Yeah.
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 In India, there is
That's
only one company. Yes, in India 5G, only one company can come. That is Jio, Reliance. It is like, and it is the answer is Reliance. he's, he's, he's like a nuclear weapon. If nothing is solved, we launched him. Leo.
which is okay. I mean, as long as it's made in
Yeah,
India.
as long as it is Indian. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. As long as made in India, it is fine.
But
We are
no,
not
but
going to
you never
support.
know. He might be using Huawei equipments for that. You never
With
know.
technology.
So
Anything can
that's
happen.
it then.
Yes.
That would be end of it. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I think it was great to
It
chat
was
with you,
nice.
Neeraj. Yeah.
Yeah, we have started from nepotism. We have gone to China.
Well,
It was a good
in
thing.
previous history, in previous years, they used to say all roads lead to Rome, right? But now in 2020,
Yes.
all
Lead to
all
lead to
road
China.
all roads lead to China. So that's where
Lead
we
to
are.
China.
All roads lead to China.
Yes, certainly. It perfectly fits this time.
Well, it was
It
great to
was
chat with
nice.
you.
Yes, same here, same here.
Yeah. All
Same
right.
here. It was
Well,
nice talking to you.
this is a weekend, right? So you gotta have some plans.
Yeah, right now we are in plans.
Cool, cool. Well, all right.
Okay,
It was great to chat with you.
take care.
Great to catch with you. All right, Neeraj. Take
Same
care.
here.
Catch up
Take
with you
care. Bye
later.
bye.
Take care. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye. Bye bye. Take care. Bye bye.
All right. So that was Neeraj, and we had a great chat about nepotism. And so we're gonna end this. I'm gonna let you listen to a couple songs from uh, the movie MS Dhoni and sung by a different singer here. It's not the original song, so there's no question for any sort of copyright issues. So enjoy, guys. Talk to you later. Bye bye. Ciao.
तुम आ गए बाजुओं में मेरे सांस मेरे लिए सांस मेरे लिए हाँ बादलों से उतारा गया तुमको मेरे लिए सिर्फ मेरे लिए जब तक मेरी उंगलियां तेरे बालों से कुछ कह न ले जब तक तेरी लहर में ख्वाहिशें साथ तुम रहो जाने की बात ना करो
All right. So if you like what we discuss or we have conversation about different topics, do leave a comment. Do like us on Facebook. We have a page. We are on Twitter.